One day I was driving between Lagos and Ibadan. And Daddy began to speak to me. Well, I've told you I'm not a prophet. The prophet, one prophet that I know without any doubt, that is in the house today, is your bishop. You say, what do you mean? In 1979, at Abuse Dumari Grammar School in Ijebu Igbo. He was my little boy. But the little boy came to me at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, shaking a little bit, and gave me some written document. It contains 28 prophecies. Of course, he just wrote everything together. It's me as a mathematician took this something, and I began to write it down. Prophecy number 1, number 2, and 28 of them. Talking about unbelievable things, about the future of my ministry. Of the 28, 27 had come to pass. So, we know there are prophets. There are prophets who will tell you it will rain in June. we all know it will rain in June. if we have not offended God, it will rain in June. 1979. One by one, incredible things. 27 of them had come to pass. I'm waiting for the 28th. So if I'm looking for a prophet, I know where to turn. I know. But I'm not a prophet, but occasionally I too do hear from God. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I was driving. And suddenly God began to speak to me and said, son, do you remember one convention you had? And a woman from Ijebu came to the church. And all of a sudden, she ran out of the church and began to call on the fellow who brought her and said, Mama Lagbaja, I want to go home. Bring my bag. And the friend said, why do you want to go? I want to go. And okay, if you want to go, come and take your bag yourself. He said, no, I can't come. He said, why? He said, there's fire there. And then God said, do you remember a situation when you were preaching in Ilorin? And there was a woman who ran out of the church. The ushers followed her, and they said, well, what's the problem? He said, she had been demon-possessed. She'd been looking for a way to be free. And then she came to the church, and while the pastor was preaching, her dress caught fire. I said, I remember. And God said to me, son, when was the last time you saw that kind of manifestation, raw manifestation of the power of God? I said, Lord, you know we are big now, and there are all manners of testimonies, big ones, dead people rising, etc. He said, son, you are not answering my question. When was the last time you saw fire? Naked fire. I said, Daddy, I'm sorry. It's been quite a while. I said, do you want your fire back? I said, I will do anything. Anything. I will pay any price. I believe God is talking to someone. So he told me what to do, and I did. It wasn't long after that. I was ministering at the camp. I have made the altar call, and people were rushing forward. When all of a sudden, there was fire at the very top of my head on the roof. The fire was burning. It's on tape. And people expected me to move out of the way so that firefighters can do something. But I just stood calm. I allowed the people who were coming forward to come. Funny enough, those people, they didn't run. They saw the fire, but they came, and we finished all the procedure. You give your life to Jesus. I handed them over to the counselors before I moved out of the way. And then the firefighters very quickly got a ladder, climbed up to put up the fire. When they got there, there was no fire.